Hello everyone, welcome to Wealthy Wisdom channel. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. In this video, we will talk about the rich versus poor mindset explained. In this video, we will explore the different mindsets between rich and poor people. What are their mindsets? This is a question that many people have asked, and today we will be exploring the answers to that question. To cut the ado, here are some of the list. Wealthy mindset, they think about the long term. Poor mindset, they think about the short term. The wealthy mindset is thinking about the long term. They don't just think about what they want today or next week, but what they wish for a year or 10 years from now. They have a long-term vision for their life and work, and they're always looking for ways to move closer to that vision. The poor mindset is thinking about the short term. They're focused on immediate gratification and always looking for a quick fix. This can be seen in their career choices, spending habits, and their approach to life in general. If you want to be successful in life, you need to think like the rich. You need to have a long-term vision and be willing to work hard to achieve it. There's no shortcut to success, so stop looking for one and start thinking about the long term instead. Wealthy mindsets are patient and disciplined. Poor mindsets are impulsive and erratic. The ability to delay gratification is one of the hallmarks of a successful person. Those who can set aside their immediate desires in favor of long-term goals are more likely to achieve their objectives, whether getting a promotion, buying a house, or retiring comfortably. Understanding this, many wealthy individuals develop what is known as a rich mindset. They are patient and disciplined, always keeping their eye on the prize. In contrast, those with a poor mindset tend to be impulsive and erratic. They make decisions based on emotion instead of logic and often go from one failed venture to the next. While someone with a poor mindset can become successful, it's much easier for those with a wealthy mindset to achieve their goals. Rich mindset. They are cautious with their money. Poor mindset. They are reckless with their money. Wealthy people are often stereotyped as being greedy and materialistic, but the reality is that many of them are very cautious with their money. They understand the dollar's value and know it takes a lot of hard work to earn money. They also know it is easy to lose money if they are not careful. On the other hand, poor people tend to be very reckless with their money. They often spend impulsively and do not think about the long-term consequences of their actions. As a result, they often find themselves in debt and struggling to make ends meet. The next time you see someone who seems to be living an opulent lifestyle, remember that they may have just been smart with their money. Wealthy mindset. They know there are no limits to what they can achieve in life, while the poor mindset, they believe there are limits to what they can achieve in life. A person's mindset can have a profound effect on their life. Those with a rich mindset believe that they can achieve anything they set their mind to, and as a result, they often accomplish great things. On the other hand, those with a poor mindset tend to limit themselves, believing that there are only so many things they can achieve in life. This negative thinking can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy, where people fail to reach their full potential because they don't believe they can. It's important to remember that our beliefs about ourselves have a powerful impact on our lives. If we think we can't achieve something, we probably won't even try. But if we believe we can reach our goals, we'll be more likely to put in the effort and make it happen. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Rich mindset, abundance mentality. While on the other hand, poor mindset, scarcity mentality. One of the most important things to understand in business is the difference between a rich and a poor mindset. Those with a rich mindset have an abundance mentality, which means they believe there is always plenty of opportunity and resources. They are confident and optimistic and focused on what they can give rather than what they can get. On the other hand, those with a poor mindset have a scarcity mentality. They believe that opportunities and resources are limited, so they are constantly trying to take as much as possible. This can lead to selfishness, greed, and a lack of trust. It's essential to have the right mindset if you want to be successful in business. With an abundance mentality, you'll see opportunities where others see only problems, and you'll be able to attract the resources you need to make your vision a reality. Rich mindset. They see the world as their oyster. Poor mindset. They see the world as against them. The ability to see the world as your oyster is a fundamental difference between those with a rich mindset and those with a poor mindset. Those with a wealthy mindset believe that anything is possible, no matter their current circumstances. They approach life with optimism and hope, knowing they can create their reality. In contrast, those with a poor mindset see the world as against them. They believe they are doomed to fail, no matter what they do. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, as their negative attitude prevents them from achieving their goals. The reality is that our mindset plays a significant role in shaping our future. Those who see the world as their oyster are more likely to achieve their dreams, while those with a poor mindset struggle to reach their full potential. Rich mindset. They don't flaunt their wealth, while on the other hand, poor mindset, they flaunt them. An old saying goes, "It's not what you have in life, but what you have in your heart that matters." This is especially true when it comes to wealth. People with a wealthy mindset understand that money is simply a tool to help them achieve their goals. They don't flaunt their wealth because they know that it doesn't define them as a person. Instead, they focus on living a life of substance and purpose. People with a poor mindset, on the other hand, view wealth as a status symbol. They flaunt their possessions and trumpet their success at every opportunity. They believe that having more money makes them better than others. As a result, they often end up alienating themselves from those who don't share the same level of wealth. The truth is, no matter how much money you have, it will never make you happy if you don't have the right mindset. Rich mindset, positive attitude. Poor mindset, lack of positive attitude. A positive attitude is a crucial ingredient of success. People with a positive outlook on life are more likely to set goals and achieve them. They are also more resilient in the face of setbacks and more likely to persevere when faced with complex challenges. By contrast, people with a negative attitude are more likely to give up easily and miss out on opportunities. They're also more likely to see problems as insurmountable and allow themselves to be bogged down by negative thinking. There have been a lot of recent talks about the difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. The general idea is that people with a rich mindset are more likely to succeed because they have a positive outlook and are willing to take risks. On the other hand, people with a poor mindset are more likely to stay in poverty because they're focused on lack and scarcity. There's some truth to this idea, but it's also important to remember that mindsets are not static. Just because someone has a poor philosophy doesn't mean they're doomed to a life of struggle. With the proper support and opportunities, anyone can develop a rich mindset and achieve their goals. Similarly, even people with a rich mindset can fall into poverty if they lose their job or face other setbacks. The key is not to get too attached to anyone's perspective. Instead, we need to be flexible and adaptable to fulfill our potential no matter what circumstances we find ourselves in. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.